So in today's video, we are going to be going to work on a laundry room and a gift closet. If you saw my video last week, we worked on this client's kitchen. And so once we were there, we looked at these other spaces that she wanted us to do. So we're going to get started with those today. I may have to run and pick up a few extra products. We're just going to kind of work in it for a little bit and kind of see what we need. So we're off and running this morning. Sorta. I've had terrible migraines lately, so y'all, I'm struggling, but I'm best foot forward. We're gonna get this done. I love a laundry room, so I'm excited to go do that. So here we go. So this is her hallway gift closet where she puts all her little gifties that she has for people, along with her wrapping paper, tissue paper, boxes to wrap in, that kind of thing. So this is one of the areas that she had wanted us to work on. And then this is the laundry room. It's really not bad. She did have some kind of available space, but this was just kind of one of the last areas when they were moving in. And I had already looked at this before today, so I kind of had an idea of just some rearranging and kind of putting some things together that she had just kind of had to, last minute do. This wasn't bad, but I did get a couple of organizational things for that to utilize her space a little bit better. And then this cabinet up here, I reworked that pretty much completely. And then this one, she had a lot of her brooms and mops and stuff in, but not very functional. So I did rework that and got her something for it. So I just got started in here, just kind of pulling things out and grouping like things together. I didn't take everything out because some of the stuff I felt like I could just kind of leave it there in the cabinets until I was ready to combine it. And I really wanted to make sure that she was able to get to some of her washing things a little bit easier. She's short like Kelly and I are, so these cabinets are just not that easy to reach, especially when you're just getting your washing powders and things like that. So I did work on that. I used a little bit of space in the hallway. Kelly was kind of spread out there working on the gift closet, and she had some sorting things. So I didn't want to get too crowded with her. So I was kind of able to keep mine kind of right there at the door. But sorting and kind of getting an idea as I'm putting things in of where do I want to keep this particular item, and also what bins fit. Didn't spend a lot of money on the bins. We already had some of those from her last job. I did buy a few new things, and you'll see those as I continue with the installation and the reorganizing. So just going to let you watch a little while I work, and then we'll pop back in and check on the progress. So here's a look at the hallway. Kelly was kind of finishing up. Well, I've gotten some containers that we needed, and we're putting in the final touches before we start putting things back in their spaces and getting those things labeled. Just made a quick Target run after we got in there to kind of see what we needed. So this was kind of towards the end, just doing some finishing touches. So I look like an acrobat climbing on this ladder. It's a tight little space in there, and we had I had a step stool, this 3-step ladder. We had a 2-step one that she had, but I'm so short. I just kind of had to keep going back and forth. So just please excuse all the little motions that I'm having to make, but those cabinets up there on the top are also really deep. So there was quite a bit of room back in the back that I had to get to be able to pull out some stuff. And I do make some changes here. I was pulling some things down, and this is just kind of how it goes all the time when you're working in a space. You try something one way, and then you find something else, and you think, well, this doesn't exactly fit anymore, and so you have to rework it a little bit. And that's just part of the process. This room really was not that bad. There's still a few little details that we want to add to it, maybe on our next visit, but I want her to live with it for a while and just kind of see, is this working, or do we need to make, some adjustments when we come back the next time? It's not a huge laundry room, but it's got great storage. We're working on a place for her to hang some clothes as they're drying out, but other than that, it gets the job done. She's got the room that she needs, and, it's much better than just having a closet, so she's got some good workable space there.
Do you want to be enough for you? Ooh, yeah. But you insist too much and being rude. Ooh, yeah. Think about it, 'cause I'm dying, baby. If you want it, you just have to take it. If you feel something, but you gotta tell me. Yeah.
So here's the finished laundry room. If I can reach these cabinets to show you what we did. I've got some cleaning stuff up there, and then the dryer sheets here because this is near the dryer, and then some of those in that area. And then in this cabinet, I did put some of her washing stuff, but I'll show you what I did to put some things where she can reach it better. And then we got these little containers to put some of the other things that we found around, just to contain them all in one place. And they're labeled. And this is the little cart that I ended up getting from Target. They only had one left. It does provide a little bit of extra storage. And then these are the little Walmart bins, just so she can get to some things easier. And I did put some stain remover powder and spray up there on top. And then down here, I added this vertical storage. It does pull out, but I don't know that she'll necessarily have to pull it out, but you can if you need to. And then that's just some more of her extra washing. And then I also just straightened up some of that around the back. And I decided to make this cabinet just kind of like tools and things like that. Just got batteries up there. We found a label maker, so I stuck it there. Flashlights and like picture hangers, some cable ties and tools. And then I just put her hammer and tape measure right here, because that's something I like to be able to grab real quickly. And then this just has all kinds of glues in there. And then that has like furniture sliders, those little lighters that you use, and then commando hooks in that one. I think this cabinet should function a lot better than it did. There's probably still some stuff at the bottom that she could maybe rehome, but I did manage to get the vacuum in here. I moved that around, and then I did add this in the back so that she'd have a kind of a central hanging place, but she does still have some areas on the side. So I think everything should have a home now, at least. In this last cabinet, that area up there has a lot of her art supplies, and then there were some little light pulls also, and it extends all the way back. These little containers just came from Target. They're like $1.25 each. And then this had her light bulbs, and this does go back, so I put a lot of the ones already open in here, and then some of the others in the back. And then this was just a few more little craft items of some things that we found. This is just the space in general. She wants somewhere to hang, like clothes to dry, so we have something already that I'm going to leave for her and see if she likes it, and we'll do that next time if she wants us to hang it up somewhere. And then this is her little gift closet. Lighting's not great out here, but I'll try to brighten it some, that Kelly worked on. This is like where she keeps all of her little gifties. And we ended up taking a bottom shelf out because we really needed a tall area for this. And then that allowed Kelly to do some stacking of some things down here. And then this was a rolling bin that I've had for a long time in my KT stuff. So we loaded that up. And she can roll that out, take that somewhere if she just wants to sit somewhere to route. So lots of little neat little things. And I think Kelly's got it all pretty, and it's all ready for her to go. When she gets ready to do a gift, she'll be able to see what she's got a lot better. Thank y'all so much for watching today. I hope that gives you a little inspiration. I do love a laundry room. I'm hoping that's going to make things a lot easier for her. Again, it's a beautiful home. She's done a lot of work getting settled as she's moved in. So we were just happy to do a little fine tuning for her. And y'all, I'm tired. I'm just going to tell you, I have been struggling. I know I've said this on several videos, but my migraines have been so bad lately. Literally yesterday, I stayed in my pajamas all day long. I had plans to do things around here. Did not happen. And I've really been worried about today because I didn't know how I was going to do it. Anyway, I'm trying some new medication that hopefully they're calling in, but I took something before I left, so I was able to kind of get motivated. But it was a good little decluttering and organizing job today. We enjoyed it. I hope she will like it. And we have several more places to do in her house. So I hope that you will subscribe, like, comment, all the things. I'm trying, y'all. I need your help. Keep me going. Thanks so much.